You feel like your little one is constantly throwing food onto the floor and then laughing like they just told the funniest joke in the world while you sit there and clean up the mess for like the 10 billionth time in 3 days? Parents, you are not alone. They all do it. But the reason varies depending on their age, their developmental stage, and what cognitive concept they've been experimenting with at any given time. When little ones are experimenting with cause and effect, they throw food off their high chair to watch it fall on the floor. It's as simple as that. This action leads to a reaction, which is fascinating to them. They learn that when they let go of the food, it falls on the floor. When they're experimenting with object permanence, they're figuring out that objects continue to exist even when they can't see them. So when they throw food off their high chair, they're curious to see, is the food gone forever or will it come back? Another possible reason that your kiddo's throwing food is because they're simply engaging in sensory exploration. They're engaging their sense of touch, sight, and even sound when the food hits the floor. An older toddler may throw food because they're expressing their independence and they want to have some sort of control or say over their environment. By throwing food, they may be trying to communicate that they want to have a say in what happens to the food. Or they may not have the words to say, ew, this is disgusting, I don't want any part of this food on my plate. An older toddler may also be testing boundaries to see how their caregivers react. They're learning about rules and limits in the world, and throwing food can be their way of checking to see what happens when they do something unexpected. They're also testing you to see if you react in a similar way each time they do a specific behavior. Now that we know why toddlers throw their food on the floor, what do we do about it? So, you can have cause and effect toys available for your child to play with throughout the day so that they can experiment through play. Play peekaboo or hide a favorite toy or a stuffy under a blanket and encourage your child to find it so they can experiment with object permanence. Allow your child the opportunity to play with Play Doh, finger paint, sensory bins, or different textured sensory balls for their sensory exploration. Maybe your toddler just doesn't like a certain food on their plate and they don't have the words to tell you. Introduce a discard bowl with a suction cup on the bottom so that they can't throw the bowl, and teach them to put food that they don't want into the bowl. And for toddlers who want control over what happens to them throughout the day, allow them to participate in the menu planning. So for example, ask them, "Hey, should we have broccoli or carrots with our dinner tonight? Or do you want to have rice or pasta?" That helps them feel like they're invested in the food planning and they're less likely to throw their food. Anyway, I hope these tips are helpful and good luck. Have a great day.